In the beginning of the year, you found the monster who took Elvira Russo's promising life. That monster is in this courtroom, and his name is Devontae Torres. Now I realized that he got rid of his suit because it must have had Elvira's blood on it. I get out of bed, run downstairs, and found her. Now I realize that she was screaming for her life. Mrs. Torres, who were you unfaithful with? I cheated on Devontae it was Isidore Russo. Mrs. Torres, did Isidore Russo get you pregnant? Yes. Mrs. Torres, what happened to the baby you conceived with Isidore Russo? Did you give it up for adoption? No. Did you miscarry? I didn't. Did you terminate the pregnancy? Yes. Why would you terminate the pregnancy, Mrs. Torres? You certainly have all of the resources to take care of a child. After the termination, you had 2 healthy girls. Did you terminate the pregnancy for health reasons? I nor the baby had any health issues. Then why did you terminate the pregnancy, Mrs. Torres? Why did you decide not to carry the baby to term? It was to save my marriage and keep my family together. Sounds like a selfless reason to not carry Isidore Russo's child to term. But again, Isidore Russo wasn't your husband. Devontae Torres is your husband, and you betrayed him just like he betrayed you. Did you tell Mr. Torres that you were unfaithful with Mr. Russo? After I found out that he cheated on me with Elvira, yes, I told him. And did he think any different of you, Mrs. Torres? Isn't it fair to say that you turned on the man who loved you with all of his heart? He did not love me with all of his heart. He betrayed me, betrayed the family we raised together. Yes, I was unfaithful. Yes, I got pregnant and terminated the pregnancy once I found out. My choices don't erase the fact that Devontae Torres took the life of his teenage lover. Doesn't erase the fact that he betrayed me and that I had to sacrifice my own child to stay with a man who never truly loved me. Devontae Torres is a liar, an adulterer, and a monster who deserves to be punished for his actions. This trial will continue on a later date. Court dismissed. Mom, are you okay? Mom, it's okay. None of us think differently of you at all. Nichelle's right. We're still here for you and support you no matter what. Right, Ulissa? Ulissa, Mom, how could you do something like this? You can't be serious. Just because you found God all of a sudden, you think it gives you the right to judge our mother? Ulissa, don't you see how broken down Mom is about all of this? Imagine how our brother or sister felt when Mom didn't even want to keep them. Brother or sister? Please. The gender wasn't even determined when Mom had the procedure. But there was still a life and it was taken. Now I had to live the rest of my life knowing that both of my parents took the lives of 2 innocent people. At this point, I don't even know what's worse. Dad taking Elvira's life or Mom taking the life of our sibling. Dad, are you okay? I'll meet you all outside. I need some air. Not only did Devontae take the life of my daughter, but his wife took the life of my unborn grandchild. I need to give Isabel a piece of my mind. Clarice, don't. What do you mean? That woman and her child have been living under our roof when she knew that she got rid of our son's child. And we'll deal with it, but not right now. Hey everyone. What are you doing here, Vivian? Good job, Miss Drake. I knew I made the right call asking you to be my lawyer. Well, being your lawyer makes me feel sick. I don't see how. If you're not feeling well, then you didn't get anything from me. I'm not playing around with you, Devontae. You made me force your wife to tell all of Valley Park about the most intimate, difficult decision of her life. Ben, why aren't you by your family's side right now? Because I need to let you know that I'm handing over Elvira's diary to you. Just stop it. Now you're just overreacting. Mom had every right to have this procedure. It's her body, Ulissa. As to why Dad felt like he needed to use it against Mom, I don't know. But what was inside of Mom's body, Nichelle? Another body, another life. It was barely even a body. Mom's not the monster you think she is because she didn't take the life of a human being. Enough. Both of you. No, it wasn't fully developed, but I consider what I had as a baby, and I'll never get the chance to know my baby. Do you see what you've done? I'm really sorry if my being here upsets any of you. Don't be ridiculous, Vivian. It's good for you to be here. The thing is that you caught us at a bad time. As you can see, this trial has made my family feel a mix of emotions. I completely understand. I'm lost. Who exactly are you? Vivian is Esidore's intern at Russo Jewelers. Like my father told you, Vivian, I don't mind you being here, but why exactly did you come? Don't you think your son deserved to know that he could have had a little brother or sister? What Isabel did was no one else's business. That's where we disagree. I had every right to know if my wife was gonna have another man's baby. I'm grateful that she told me about it. Because she thought you were in a coma. Regardless, I found out anyway. And I commend Isabel for doing what she did. Really, I'm relieved that she got rid of that bastard all those years ago. Isn't it a little bit too late for you to hand me over the diary? The trial isn't over, so it's not late at all. What made you decide to finally hand the diary over to me? We already know who took Elvira's life. The diary would just prove how much of a liar Devontae is. Ma? Pacho, I just need some time to get myself together. Ma, you know I can't just walk away when I see you in so much pain. Look, I get that Ulissa has her opinion, but she's in shock just like everyone else. Ulissa still loves you just like Nichelle and I do. So you terminated your pregnancy. You only did what you felt was right at the time. Honestly, I told myself that I made the right decision for so many years. The reason I felt like it was the right decision is because not keeping Esidore's baby meant that our family would stay together. But our family ended up crumbling anyways, which means that your younger sibling lost a chance at life over nothing. No matter how much I wanted to forget, I never could. Ma, don't beat yourself up over this. You had a decision to make, and I don't think it was an easy decision for you to make. After finding out about all that your father did, it should have been an easy decision. For the sake of your younger sibling, who will never know, it should have been an easy decision. Isn't it already obvious as to why Vivian's here, Zio? Vivian came here to support us, to support the family. You've all been waiting decades to see the person who took Elvira's life stand trial. Those who work at Russo Jewelers should support you. Thank you so much for having our backs, Vivian. But don't you think you're doing a bit too much for someone who is only an intern? Like I told you before, Mrs. Russo, I'm not like most interns. Which causes me to ask what you're seeking from my family. Do you feel good about yourself for getting me to grill the mother of your children? Don't try to be empathetic for her. Clearly, Esidore still had feelings for Isabel while he was married to you. Sure, they didn't sleep together when you and Isidore were married, but it's clear that Isidore never loved you as much as he loved my wife. Besides, Isabel is willing to let the father of her children go to prison. And how exactly do you think making an example out of her like that would keep you as a free man? You're the lawyer, Harley. That's for you to figure out. Terry, are you really gonna leave without saying goodbye? Let's just hope that the court doesn't think Elvira's diary is fabricated, which is why it's best to have it tested. And how do you want me to explain to the court and to the public how I got this diary? You'll figure something out, but you never even explained to me how you obtained it. Where did you even get the diary from, since it's been hidden for so long? I got it from your wife. Clarice, you have no reason to question Vivian like this. Vivian, I am so sorry. We just have to process everything that transpired today. But thank you so much for your support. We really do appreciate it. If you must know, Clarice, everything your family has is something that I have every right to obtain. Thank you for coming to support me, Terry. No problem. Sorry for coming in late. No worries. You being here is what matters the most. I'm just relieved that I didn't have to take the stand today, especially when things got so heated so quickly. I understand that taking the stand makes you nervous, but I'm looking forward to it. After everything that's happened so far, I have a good feeling about the trial's outcome. Correction, ex-wife. And why would Terry have Elvira's diary for all of these years? Start reading, Finnegan. You'll get the answers to all of your questions.